Hello everyone, it's Joe here again. I'm going to talk about psychic stuff, spiritual stuff, stuff I've experienced. Feel free to ignore any of it because a lot of it's my opinion and lots of people out there have different opinions. But I'd like to share some of my own experience. Now, what I want to talk about today is pain, and each and every one of us has experienced that. We've had loss and even physical pain. Now, many years ago I was a minister, a Christian minister of my own church. And I eventually lost my Christian faith because of things that happened, and also because the problem of suffering and pain is something that the church has never been able to truly address. And there are similarities also with the New Age movement, whether it's seen as God's will or karma, which I think that we don't understand in the way the Buddhists mean. It dismisses people's pain. It's saying your child has cancer, that's okay, it's done something wrong in a previous life, or it's God's will, or something dreadful. I have a friend whose husband is dying cruelly and painfully, a good man for no reason, and we've all had terrible loss, and one day we'll all die. And if you've seen someone die, it's not usually very nice. Now, we can't always help people. I'm a healer of sorts, and I'm sure many of you are, and if you haven't tried, try. All I do is touch someone and picture the sun shining down on them for about a minute and just hope that they feel a bit better. And then once you've done that, it's out of your hands. But it's also a way that they don't feel alone. Now, we live in a world where living things suffer and die. I'm more interested in the medieval, mystical Jewish approach, which is that we are creatures made of meat, conscious creatures made of meat, and there's going to be problems because of that. Every day, today in the world, that millions of animals will die. Many people will die. We can't stop that. We can't change that. But no one needs to die alone. There are billions of us in this world. No one should have to suffer in pain alone or die alone. Do your healing, ease their suffering, but don't let them be alone. Don't let them sit in pain. Now, the other thing is, this path, which I've been on for many years, and I'm sure many of you are on it. Like I said to others, I don't think of myself as very spiritual. Spiritual people try to change themselves and evolve and become something better. I like me as I am, and I don't care much. Though, I do believe in doing good, and I do believe in kindness, and that's what drives me. And also, I want to see magic return to the world. I want to see people like you shining and doing wonderful things and being happy as you can. But many people on this path are obsessed with their own personal safety. Afraid of monsters, afraid of demons, afraid of darkness. You need to snap out of it. To me, some of the bravest people in this world are firemen. They don't just stand outside the building and send prayers and wishes in. They risk their own lives. They go in there and they bring people out who will die. They could die too, and they must have fear, and they do this. With my work, if I'm talking to someone with deep schizophrenia or someone that's suicidal or in pain, because I'm also empathic and clairvoyant, I'm going to feel some of that. But they have to feel it all the time. So I shouldn't feel sorry for myself. There will be some of that. It will hurt me a bit or a lot, and I'll feel sad myself. But we can't leave people in danger and in pain. We have to risk ourselves to an extent. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. For many people, this is more like a game or something to fill in an evening or do tarot for your friends. For other people, including myself, it's deadly serious, and we can't leave people alone to suffer. I want to mention my older sister because she's long gone, and she was a troubled girl, and she was 12 years older than me, and I think she hated me because she had to look after me when she was little. A terrible life, and then she met someone in her late 30s, and he loved her, and he loved her children, and he adored her. And he was a farmer and collected motorbikes and was kind and put up with her bullshit. And I've been arguing with her like you do in families and hadn't been speaking to her. Then the police knock on my door because she's killed herself a week before her wedding. And we bury her in her wedding dress, and my brothers and I carry the coffin and lower her into the ground. I'm not sure if I could have helped her, but because of my stupid pride, I hadn't talked to her and I never got to say goodbye to her. This is the world we live in. Be kind, develop your gifts, but be brave as well. And if occasionally you get bitten, so what? Deal with it. Deal with it. Be strong. Blessings on all of you.